Welcome everyone to episode 118 of EDH Commander Challenge. I'm your host, BT. Now, as you know, guys, starting next Sunday, it is the first week of December. And while you guys will be busy buying Christmas gifts for everybody and gearing up for the holiday season, we'll be keeping you company starting December 1st, bringing you all month long 4-player Commander matchups. It's going to be awesome, and I can't wait to show you guys. And speaking of awesome, let's get right into the video for this week and check out those opening hands. First, in this corner, with an opening hand of Yavimaya Hollow, Command Tower, Misty Rainforest, Firelit Thicket, Stomping Ground, Exploration, Vivien, Champion of the Wilds, and his Doom-style general, Saskia the Unyielding. This is our Playgroup's Avenger. This is Josh. And in this corner, making his return to EDHCC since making it all the way to the finals of our first ever championship tournament, with an opening hand of a Plains, Swamp, Island, Prairie Stream, Windswept Heath, Gilded Lotus, Nevermore, and his Esper-style general Alayla Artful Provocator. He is the #1 fan of infinite combos. This is Mark. Josh from the dice will start us off, so let's begin the card fight. For their first turns, Josh plays a Command Tower and casts Exploration. Then plays a Misty Rainforest for his second land, and sacks it, paying 1 life to place a tapped Temple Garden from his deck into play. While Mark plays a tapped Prairie Stream. Josh plays a Firelit Thicket and an untapped Stomping Ground, paying 2 life, and he busts out his general Saskia on turn 2. Wow. And attacks him, dealing a total 6 damage between combat and effect damage before passing. Mark plays a Windswept Heath and passes. During Josh's upkeep, Mark sacks his Heath, paying 1 life, to get a tapped Godless Shrine into play, while Josh plays a Yavimaya Hollow and casts Vivien, Champion of the Wilds. He then uses her -2 ability to check his top 3 cards, and then exile a card face down under it. He then plays Marsh Flats as his second land. Then he moves into combat and attacks with Saskia again, dealing another 6 damage total to Mark before passing. Mark plays a Plains and casts Sensei's Divining Top and passes. Josh casts War Toll, forcing Mark to use all of his land-based mana in one go at all times, and forcing him to attack during each of his turns. In response, Mark checks the top 3 cards of his deck with his Sensei's Top. Then Josh uses Vivien's +1 ability to give Saskia Reach and Vigilance before moving into combat and attacking Mark again for another total 6 damage before passing the turn. Mark plays a Glacial Fortress and passes. During the end step, Josh sacks his Marsh Flats, paying 1 life, to put a Plateau into play. Josh uses Vivien's -2 ability again and checks his top 3, and then exiles another card underneath her. He then plays City of Brass, before moving into combat and smacking Mark again for another total 6 damage, and then passes. During his end step, Mark checks his top 3 cards with his Sensei's Top and casts Despark to exile and kill Saskia. For Mark's turn, he plays an island and casts Gilded Lotus, followed by Nevermore, naming Saskia, looking to lock it out of play, before passing. However, during the end step, Josh says, "How about no?" and casts Beast Within on Nevermore, destroying it and replacing it with a 3/3 Beast token. For Josh's turn, he recasts his General. Then he moves into combat and attacks with it. Mark blocks with his Beast token, and then Josh passes the turn. Mark starts his turn by casting his General, Alayla. And since he has to use all of his land-based mana together thanks to War Toll, he checks his top 3 with his Sensei's Divining Top. Then he casts Karmic Justice. This triggers his General, making him a blue fairy token, before passing. Josh plays a Forest, and then upticks Vivian, targeting Saskia again. And finally, casts Aggravated Assault, before passing. During his end step, Mark taps his top to draw a card and place it on the top of his deck. Mark starts by casting Thran Dynamo, followed by Sphere of Safety, and then recasts his Sensei's Divining Top again. In the process, he gains 3 new fairy tokens as a result. He then moves into combat and sends his Alayla and fairy token at Vivian. Vivian is killed, and Mark gains 2 life. Then in his second main phase, he simply plays a Swamp and passes. Josh moves right into combat on his turn, and pays the Sphere tax to attack with Saskia. Mark blocks with a fairy token, and then Josh passes. During his end step, Mark draws a card with his Sensei's top, putting it back to the top of his deck. Mark goes big on his turn and casts True Conviction, giving his creatures Double Strike and Lifelink. And his Alayla trigger gives him another fairy token. He then recasts his Sensei's top again, getting yet another fairy token, and then checks his top 3 cards with his Sensei's top. Then he moves into combat and attacks Josh in the air with his General and 3 fairies, which deals a massive 16 damage, while Mark gains 16 life before passing. Currently land flooded and having no way of blocking the incoming potential 24 damage coming his way in Mark's next turn, Josh is forced to yield the match, and Mark gains an artistic comeback win. Josh's exploration got him off to a great start, but sadly as he drew little but land afterwards, he was unable to capitalize on it. Mark took a beating this game, but once his General came out, he was able to stabilize, and then the True Conviction sealed the win for him, allowing him to quickly overwhelm Josh before he could locate an answer. Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments down below, and if you enjoy our content, consider becoming a patron. We'll give you access to some sweet bonuses while helping out the channel at the same time. Thanks everyone! Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this week's episode. If you're a fan of EDH gameplay and you like whether it be 1v1 or multiplayer and you want to be part of the ever-growing Command Your Challenge family, just make sure you smash the subscribe button and notification bell down below. We do weekly videos. Don't forget as well to like, comment, share our videos, but most importantly, enjoy them. On behalf of all of our members here, I'm your host, BT. Feel free to check out all of the videos in the channel, join our game, it's now your turn. Cheers!